By the time I reached the final episode of the fantastic new Swedish Netflix series, Young Royals, I was overcome by heartrending emotion. How could such a simple premise, a story about a queer prince falling in love with a working class man, produce such a profound feeling? If I wasn't so moved, I'd be embarrassed. Teen angst, sexuality, and the pressures of the royal life, I'm there. But Young Royals surpassed all my expectations and takes the teen high school drama to a glorious, more emotionally truthful level. Stay tuned for my spoiler-free review. Welcome to the Gay Daddy Reviews, where the focus is on LGBTQIA+ content. This is my spoiler-free review of the Young Royals. Young Royals is a new Netflix original series from Sweden, released on July 1st. I suggest watching it in Swedish, with subtitles. Realistic, class-focused, poignant, and captivating, Young Royals rises far above Riverdale, Gossip Girl, and in my emotional experience, The Crown. The Crown may be true, but Young Royals feels true. I've never felt my heart actually ache for Archie, Jughead, Betty Cooper, Serena van der Woodsen, Blair Waldorf, the Queen of England, Diana, or any of her children. Don't get me wrong, I've loved these series for the most part. I did skip season 2 of The Crown. I was just so bored. The Crown is so damn smart and all the award-winning actors so perfect, but it's not emotionally revelatory for me. In Young Royals, your heart aches along with Willem, Simon, August, Felice, and Sarah. They're not cartoons. They're not facsimiles of real people. These are kids learning how to live. Young Royals simply does so much more than The Crown or Gossip Girl with so much less. Forever for me, most queer stories had that straight-to-video feel, like they received the sloppy second plots and dialogue from their more successful straight counterparts. Not here. The creative team is expert and truly cared about the message they are delivering. There are so many beautiful tiny moments in this series. Take note, Ryan Murphy. These creators are not just trying to fulfill Q2 obligations with broad strokes. In comparison, Cinema Blend called the new HBO mega hit Gossip Girl a cringe-worthy slog, full of unappealing acting, atrocious writing, with plot twists that verge on sociopathic. Young Royals keeps it simple and outperforms this latest Gossip Girl in all departments. Pacing, acting, writing, with beautifully simplistic plots that twist and torment the characters, not the viewer. Young Royals could have gone very wrong with its very basic Cinderella-like plot, but the creative team went to extraordinary lengths to find a cast that felt like the people we see every day. The creators cast actual teen actors, an anti-CW if you will. They created a cast that looked like people they knew, which raises the stakes of the entire series. The lighting is realistic, not glossy, and all the actors have texture and imperfections in their skin. They're awkward, imperfect people searching for happiness. Netflix provided a deep talk about Young Royals with director Roja Sekersauce and head writer Lisa Ambion. Lisa said when the idea for Young Royals was born, it was mainly to take a discussion about class. In society, Sweden is still a thriving monarchy, and so the creators wanted to put these class differences in their most extreme form, which is a boarding school, where you have royals but also the working class characters of Simon and Sarah. Lisa said she did not want the working class to appear as they normally do, dirty, poor, problematic, and with problematic relationships. And in turn, Lisa wanted to highlight the honor class regarding secret societies at boarding schools, and then add to that being homosexual or bisexual at these schools, which haven't progressed as liberally as society. Add to that characters that have been thoughtfully brought to life by writer, director, and performer. And in this case, young performers dealing with big emotions. They open up the story and they set everybody up with a preconception of what we have of them, and then go about subverting each of these preconceptions. Willem is a bad boy prince, August is the top dog, Felice the perfect rich girl that everyone wants to be, and then Simon and Sarah enter this world as outsiders, and the creative team starts to twist and turn everyone. Young Royals was deliberately set up in a classic way, and then in order to truly reflect the class backgrounds, and where everyone is coming from and the pressures they feel, the creators added a level of realism that captures the viewer emotionally. The filmmaking team says they are dedicated to illuminating the repression that LGBTQIA+ people are still subjected to around the world, like in Hungary, which they mention has just instituted a new law banning representations of homosexuals to children. Honest representations of LGBTQIA+ persons has been the goal of the creative team from the beginning. The director of the first 3 episodes, Roja, said it was a challenge to ensure the cast was not homogenous because in film and TV, you look for things that you're familiar with. It's a vicious cycle. When you don't see people like you portrayed, then you don't stand a chance and you don't apply for things. This is a truth. Social media plays a large role in the pressures these characters face, and the director has found ingenious ways to incorporate social media that feels real by exacerbating our loneliness. In the past, paparazzi was a danger for a royal, or the royal could be stalked, but now anyone can film them easily. Friends, classmates, Willem, Simon, Felice, August, and Sarah are all deeply affected by social media, each in different ways. The actors are all outstanding. Edvin Ridding as Prince Wilhelm and Omar Rudberg are remarkable. Both display an unguarded emotionalism that had me hook, line, and sinker. And Edvin Ridding's fourth wall breaking glances at us very effective. Malte Gardinger brings a level of sensitivity and inner turmoil to what could have been a basic bully. I felt his losses in this. Of course, he's known amongst the creative team as one of the nicest people. Frida Argento plays Sarah, Simon's sister, who comes across as a clever wallflower at first. Slowly but surely, though, her backbone is revealed. And it's motivating to watch when Sarah seizes the day. Then there's Felice, played by Nikita Ugla. I must admit, at first I did not like Felice. And maybe that's my own unacknowledged prejudice against the uber wealthy. And a credit to Nikita and the creative team, because as played by Nikita, the layers of Felice are unveiled ever so slowly until I found myself literally cheering her on in the end. There are so many well-crafted moments and touches that have stayed with me after my first viewing. I'll reveal my favorite moments. The first time Willem sees Simon, it's also, I noticed, the first time Willem smiles. Trust me here, by the time you reach the end of the episode 6, we've come full circle back to this moment, and everything and everyone has changed. This is a beautifully well-crafted drama. Great care has been taken by the creative team and cast. I am dying to see the second season. Pure torture. I hope you fall in love with Young Royals, just as I have. They have their heart in the right place. And until next time, always remember, living well is the best revenge.